Just hold out.
All right, looks like we are live on YouTube.
I show we still got a minute or so, but Rocky, if you just want to tell me when you think I should go.
Hey everyone, it's Mariah. We're gonna be live on UGTV in about 30 seconds.
And a 1 and a 2.
It looks like we're still missing Commissioner Ramirez right now.
Right.
You guys like my feathered hair?
I was noticing my background, if I don't have my hair just right, my earrings look like they have a hole in the middle because of the way the background is interacting.
I know my hair is like,
Now we know how all those reporters with the green screen, we know how they feel now. When they're up there trying to make sure all their body parts are visible.
Well, at least it doesn't look like you have a hole in your head. It's just in your earring.
Well, I had some lady friends and we got on for a virtual happy hour, which by the way, we have no alcohol left in our household. So it was kind of a boring happy hour for me, but they're all professional ladies, but they all are either small companies or they work from home, and they didn't know they could do backgrounds. So we spent the entire happy hour with me showing them how to put backgrounds up, and they were choosing backgrounds and we were giving them commentary on which backgrounds were best. And I said it was almost like when you go to the store with girlfriends and they try on clothes and you tell them whether it looks good or not. I'm like, as close as we're gonna get for a while. So same idea.
So Angie, I guess I'm gonna have to hire you to help me do mine, the background. Even though you sent me one, I have to figure out how to download it and get it on there. So
Mariah, are we live?
yes, we are live.
We're just planning our productive, important future commission meeting. All right. Should we go ahead and go without Commissioner Ramirez? We've got a quorum, right?
We do have quorum.
You do have a quorum.
All right, let's make it happen, folks. All right, before I call the meeting to order, I want to announce that due to COVID-19, the committee's members, staff, and public are attending remotely via Zoom. All participants joining by phone should mute their phones when not speaking to avoid background noise. During the meeting, make sure you announce yourself by name and title when you speak so the public that is observing knows who is speaking. This is critical given the number of remote participants, not all that many in this case, and current guidance from the Kansas Attorney General. Due to COVID-19 requirements, public comment has been suspended unless otherwise required by law. Public has been allowed to submit comments by email prior to the meeting, and those comments will be read into the meeting. I will announce that the Public Works and Safety Standing Committee scheduled for this evening has been canceled due to lack of items. Therefore, we will proceed to call the meeting of the Administration and Human Services Standing Committee to order. Would the clerk please call the roll?
Roll call, Philbrook,
Okay, yes, I'm here.
Kane,
Here.
Ramirez, Bynum,
Here.
Markley.
Here, there are no revisions to tonight's agenda, and our first order of business is approval of the minutes from February 24th. Is there a motion for approval?
Move for approval.
Second.
We have a motion and a second. Roll call, please.
Philbrook,
Aye.
Kane,
Aye.
has Ramirez joined us? Bynum,
Aye.
Markley.
Aye, those minutes are approved. We have just one item on our agenda this evening, a grant for the Teen Vaping Prevention Campaign, and Terry Garrison is here along with Wesley McCain and Bianca Garcia to discuss that item.
And I am going to turn it immediately over to Wesley to introduce his employee, Bianca Garcia. So Wesley, do you want to introduce Bianca?
Yeah, I'd be happy to. Bianca is, I don't know if any of you know or knew Rebecca Garza. She was our tobacco coordinator at the health department for 3 years. Bianca, after Rebecca left to go to the West Coast, we needed a new person, and we got the incomparable Bianca Garcia to serve as our tobacco coordinator. And she has a very, very, very short overview of the grant that she wrote and submitted in partnership with the Johnson County Health Department. And then we can, you all can decide on it. So I'll just go ahead and pass it over to Bianca.
Thank you, Wesley. So yes, I have a short overview just to give you an idea of what the grant is for. If awarded, the purpose of this applicant defined grant is to fund a teen vaping prevention campaign called Behind the Haze. The campaign is in partnership with Johnson County Department of Health and Environment and the Blue Cross Blue Shield of Kansas. The total cost of the campaign would be about $420,000, but the grant application is only for about 14% of that. Blue Cross Blue Shield of Kansas is providing most of the funding for their coverage area, but unfortunately that leaves out Johnson County and Wyandotte County. Between our two counties, our youth make up about a quarter of the state's youth population. So the grant would ensure that we are a part of that statewide campaign and that we're receiving the same public health message. There is no match required for this grant since Blue Cross Blue Shield is contributing most of the funds. The greatest benefit about the campaign is that everything has already been done, the research, the content creation. All we need to do is supply the funding to be included. And then I did want to make one last point about the relevance. I know right now the main priority is COVID-19, but the relevance of the campaign is evident as well because more and more information has been coming out about the association between smoking, vaping, and a higher risk of developing more severe COVID-19 infections. So this would be an ideal time to really put that message forward due to the nature of the stay-at-home order as well. During quarantine, there's an increase of social media usage, streaming. Our youth are also at home. So implementing the campaign now would definitely increase our reach and our engagement. So I hope that's enough detail, but please let me know if you have any questions. Thank you so much for your time.
Any questions from the commission?
Commissioner Merkley, I had raised my hand. If you would allow me to ask a question, just to, first of all, Ms. Garcia, it's Commissioner Melissa Bynum. And thank you very much for the work that you're doing in the grant application. But I think I missed or misunderstood what you said at the very beginning. Blue Cross Blue Shield, is that correct? Is funding
Yes.
part of this?
Mhm.
And yet somehow Johnson and Wyandotte are missing out on some piece of that funding. So
Yes.
this application is going to then come in and help us be a part of the effort. Am I right? Is that what you said?
Yes, correct. So Blue Cross Blue Shield of Kansas is funding the larger project, but since we're under Blue Cross Blue Shield of Kansas City, that doesn't include that coverage area. So it's up to us to find the funds so that we can participate.
And so who all, is the whole state of Kansas participating?
Yes, so every county but Wyandotte and Johnson County.
Oh my gosh. Okay, well, I mean, obviously I support the grant application, but it's just frustrating to hear that in a place where,
Yeah.
like Wyandotte County, where we might need that message more than anywhere else in the state,
Mhm.
and we don't automatically get to participate. We've got to go find our own funding.
Yeah.
Okay, all right, I will make the motion to support the grant application.
Second.
Thank you.
But I also want to say something. Yeah, Melissa, it does stink that it's that we're left out, but it has all to do with the insurance areas, and that's kind of the bottom line. We're part of the metro area, which is KC, Blue Cross Blue Shield, or actually Blue Cross Blue Shield of Kansas City, and so just join in with the rest of the practitioners in the moaning and groaning of having to deal with that over a lot of years. It's been a pain in the behind, but yes, and I'm glad you guys could go after the monies. What do you think our chances are of actually getting this grant?
We are definitely hoping that with the multiple COVID-19 relief, that may be an issue, but we tried to put together as best a grant application as possible, tried to prove the link, the need, and also the support that we already have. So I'm hoping that gives us a better chance.
Did I miss the information where they said, what the timeline on this is?
So I didn't state that in my overview, but it's about a year timeline. So there would be 2 phases of campaigns going out, one in the spring and one in the fall. And then we would get analytics at the beginning of next year.
So it's still this year yet, not next year. You're
Yeah.
putting in for money pretty quickly.
Yes.
Okay, I just wanted to make sure what that was, because you know how some of this stuff runs year after year and you don't know exactly when they're supposed to be putting the money out. So we should be knowing within the next 60 days.
Yes.
Okay, all right, thank you.
Thank you.
And Bianca, is Johnson County putting in an applicant defined grant with Health Forward as well for their share, or where is their funding coming from?
So Johnson County received funding from Kansas Department of Health and Environment. So that's where part of their share came from. But we went ahead and did just the one applicant defined grant from Wyandotte County.
Okay. Clerk, did you receive any comments from the public? Okay, she's shaking her head no. I think we had a motion and second, is that right? All right, roll call on that motion. And Bridget, you're still muted. Uh-oh, she may not be able to roll call us.
We can't hear you, Bridget.
She was having trouble earlier. Should I roll call for her?
Yes.
Okay, I don't know what order we're supposed to go in, but Commissioner Philbrook,
Aye.
Commissioner Kane,
Aye.
Commissioner Bynum,
Aye.
and I noticed Commissioner Ramirez joined us, and I think you got to hear at least part of the presentation.
Yes, I did. And I.
And myself, Commissioner Markley, aye. Good, Bridget, got all that? I think she's froze, so hopefully she got her. And that was our only item for this evening, so that does conclude our meeting. Thank you all for being on board with us tonight for one of the shortest meetings ever. All right, thanks, guys.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Good night.
Now I'll come back on.